Hello everyone, Writer Time is here, and this is the review and detailed breakdown from the Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger episode 22. Let's check the video. Continuing from the last time, the episode opens with an intense battle between the members of King-Ohger and Daegorg. During the fight, Daegorg consumes the Shugod souls of the three major guardian deities and God Tarantula, transforming into a giant form that even bigger than King-Ohger. God Tarantula, along with the trio Shugod Shin, cannot be summoned as their souls were devoured by Daegorg, and King-Ohger is unable to form Extreme King-Ohger. Seeing Daegorg's immense size and their friends' souls got devoured, the Shugods feel frightened and refuse to fight, leading Daegorg to attack King-Ohger, and resulting in the destruction of one of the Shugodam cities. Shugodam is now facing a significant crisis as Daegorg will reach his peak power on the next day and launch an attack that could destroy the entire Shugodam. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for Gira in this episode since it seems like everyone is relying on him to save Shugodam. I understand he's the king now, so it's his duty to protect Shugodam, but he hasn't been king for long. I did like that Jeremy and Kaguraji were helping him in some way. In the midst of this crisis, the hat guy stirs up trouble by yelling and saying useless things that only increase the panic among the other residents. I should say this character is really annoying, but the actor portrays the role well. And such characters are necessary to raise the tension in the story. In the real world, we often encounter people like this. Makes this situation feels more realistic. What are you thinking about this hat guy? Moving on, to face this major crisis, Kaguraji suggests attempting to awaken the power of the Caucasus Castle. Kaguraji reveals that during Gira and Rakul's dual trial, he attempted to investigate the secrets of the castle but couldn't find the activation method. However, he did manage to uncover the true identity of Hammergem, who had been disguised as Boshumar. The secret of the Caucasus Castle is a giant robot, then revealed by Suzume. It's quite amusing how Suzume with her acting skills manages to get Rakuls to tell her such an important secret. I'm starting to wondering if Rakuls was the hostage in the castle instead of Suzume, considering how Suzume was acting. Poor guy, despite being an absolute jerk, he had to cope with the Debowski siblings' shenanigans. With the information provided by Suzume, Gira tries to activate the Caucasus Castle using his royal spear, but Hammergem invades the castle and sabotages King-Ohger plan to activate its power. The five members struggle against Hammergem while Gira is trying to gather his confidence as a king. In the midst of the struggle, Yama steps forward to help Gira convince the Shugod members to rise and support him. At first, he didn't believe in Gira's words and saw the Shugods only as mechas with AI, but now, for the first time, he considers them as friends. This is a significant development for Yama. I really like how Yama finally believes Gira's words with a more logical approach as someone who has always trusted technology and believed that AI can develop beyond imagination. Also, it's really ironic that Yama, who has no blood relation with Gira, becomes a supportive older brother figure to Gira. After hearing Yama words, the Shugods rise again and respond to Jira's call. The 10 Shugods gather behind Gira, and their appearance overlaps with the legendary mural that Jeremy talked about. Gira showed his qualities as a king in his debut match. One crisis is resolved, but Gira still hasn't managed to activate the power of the Caucasus Castle, and the threat of Daegorg is still looming. Let's discuss other details in this episode. First, it's revealed that Rakul's body has been found. The fact that they didn't show his body makes me suspect that he isn't really dead. I feel like it's gonna be a similar situation to what happened to Gira, where Rakuls might still be alive and either plotting to get his throne back from Gira. Second, without Desnarak knowing, Hammergem infiltrates Shugodam. It's unclear how long he has been doing this, but it might have happened after young Gira was exiled from the Shugodam. Hammergem learns many important secrets, realizing that Caucasus Castle is a more dangerous power than King-Ohger himself. He then sends Bugnarak hunters to pursue the three Shugod Shin and God Tarantula, whose souls were given to Daegorg, rendering Extreme King-Ohger useless. I swear a guy like Hammergem usually is one of the most competent villains ever. He pulling off schemes that would take others an entire season in just 20 episodes. I wouldn't be surprised if in the end, Hammergem betrays Desnarak and becomes the last boss in this series. Next in this episode, the details of King-Ohger, which has been active without a Shugod soul, become clearer. Somehow, the lost Shugod soul of King-Ohger seems to be connected to Gira's ability to communicate and understand the other Shugods. It appears that Gira gained this ability after eating the rainbow Jiraiya. It feels like this food was specially made for Gira to consume King-Ohger's Shugod soul, especially with the jelly's color resembling the Shugod soul. Moreover, Gira is the only one who has ever eaten this food. Lastly, the one who killed the three major guardian deities and god tarantula was the Bugnarak named Hammergem, who holds the title of Hunter. The hunting of the three Shugod Shin and god tarantula likely occurred shortly after Gira and Rakul's trial duel, precisely in episode 21. As there were no scenes of King-Ohger's summons in that episode due everyone was challenging Gira. As additional information, Hammergem design is based on a moth larva, and his voice actor is Eiji Takemoto, who previously voiced Duke Orgruki in King-Ohger. That's all for today's video. Episode 23 of King-Ohger will continue airing this week. It's only Kamen Rider Geats that will continue to air in next week. If you have any other interesting theories about this episode, feel free to write them in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thanks to all the viewers on this channel. See you again in the next video.